మళ్ళీ స్టార్ట్ చేస్తా. Apache versus nginx. Why nginx faster than Apache? Why Apache flexible than nginx? How they are handle the connections, whatever the modules and memory or resources limit. So first of all, why nginx exist? So in 2004, to address the issue of Apache, here is C10K problem. To handle 10,000 concurrent connections, it's not possible by Apache because it's need very heavy hardware. So here how Apache core architecture works. Here one connection equal, example you say one visitor, but one visitor not equal to one connection, it may many connections. So here one connection, so one connection, we have to handle the one connection. So Apache have to spawn a process with one thread. One thread can handle the one connection equal to one process equal to one connection. Here one process takes some amount of memory. Example, PHP memory limit is here 126 MB, I guess lowest limit. And let me calculate here 120, if one process take 126 MB or 100 MB. So here, so 126 MB, if 500 connections in to the server, 500 connections means, example, you have 500 live visitors on the website, then every connection has to consume 126 MB. It's holds by Apache server to handle the request. So total 63,000 MB, it means 63 GB. So it's a bigger issue. So if 500 connections per seconds, you may get the message like Apache server reached the maximum user limit, right, like that messages. So to handle this condition, nginx server existed. So here are the some kind of architectures by improved by Apache itself. So here it is npm free fork, one process equal to one connection. Here npm worker, one process plus multi-threads handle the multiple connections also. And another is npm event, it avoids the keep alive connection separately. So here npm worker, it also process the non-active connections, like if I open the browsers, there is no active connection to the database or server. So it also holds some memory. So this case some kind of memory leaks. So this also further reduced in npm event module. So it's almost same like nginx server architecture. So let's go to the nginx architecture. Here you can check the npm prefork model. Start servers means processors process, so 5 mm, maximum is 10, maximum clients means maximum connections limited to 150. So if more than this, you get the server message like maximum clients reached, maximum clients per child. So it is nginx core architecture. Here only one master process, no more, no every connection, no more process for every connection. See, all the request going to the worker processor. Here it is worker processor process equal to CPU cores. Here auto, if your CPU core is 2, dual core RAM, so you get automatically here 2. If you are quad core server, you get the 6 here. And then worker connections, here default 1024. Here worker process can also have 1024 concurrent connections. Here by default 1024. Here it is, if you If we have two dual core CPU, so it can handle like 2048 concurrent connections per seconds. So 2000 live visitors. So how it's processed? It's a single threaded asynchronous non-blocking image driven algorithm. So every connection placed in the loop. So once the connection handled once the connection closed, it will remove from the loop. So why people use nginx as proxy for Apache? Nginx process the connection to. So why people use nginx as proxy for Apache? Because nginx all about the modules. In Apache, we have to just run a command to enable the module and configure. But in nginx server, we have to deploy at the server install time. That's called static modules. So after that, you cannot add a new features to nginx server. But later that nginx also introduced dynamic modules, but it's also some kind of difficult. You have to install fresh nginx, and with the module, then you can compile the module with the same version of OS and nginx server. So in another system or OS, then you have to copy that module to production server. It's also some kind of difficulty. So in the next module, this is the problem. Everything we have to configure in the nginx configuration file. So this is the main problem for new webmasters. So also another thing is nginx not handle the database php connections. It's process to the another php fem. It also cases a second connection php fem to then database. Nginx has to wait for php fem to process the request. So another thing is HT access versus server block. And here is the main thing is nginx does not allow overriding server rules directory level to only. So here example, it also don't have cpanel. So for that, um, its major disadvantage for shared hosting servers. So file system versus URI interpretation. This is not okay. Lightspeed faster than nginx. How it's faster than nginx? Because nginx also same Lightspeed also same architecture like in nginx. So but it has a built-in Lightspeed cache, unlike fast CGI cache. So HT access versus nginx. So I covered architecture and modules and this HT access. Why HT access may slow if the request interpretation is going. So every nginx Apache server has to look up every directory to check the any overridden rules. But in nginx does not have to look every directory. So it's a simple once simple check the root directory. Also there is no flexibility for another users or administrators like shared hosting cpanel owners.